Boy. Hey, Drake. Just starting up. Don't mind me. Just getting everything sorted and then waiting for stuff to load. So, you're gonna have to stand by anyway. I mean, it's not like we're making you stand on your head. You're just standing by the wall and waiting. It's like waiting for a mechanic to be finished looking over your car. You just have to be patient. Yes, something something gay frogs. Alright, let's just quickly check a thing. Ha ba 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 ba. Ha ba ba. Yeah, it's taking its time to load stuff. But seeing as you want content, there you go. There's content. Drake, that's a bad pun and you know it. I have to make sure that the red bin is loaded up with stuff and take it out after stream. Ha ba 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 ba. The saga is horrible. Okay. We get into game just as an ad pops. Of course, that's how it is. Now, what were we doing? Oh yeah, we hunted down a lynx. We're just going to ignore that there. Now, I swear we made some ingots at some point, but... Oh yeah, we turned them into tools. Conglomerate, raw out, perishable, curing. Take that. We have enough for one more of those. We will have to make some more food soon enough. We're gonna need that. As far as I know, we didn't make any nail and strip molds. Yeah, no, just hammer and pickaxe and various pots and pans and other bits and pieces. Radio, we are in game now. Got our forge. Got the quern. Might as well grind some leaves into compost, fertilizer, whatever you want. Mulch. While we wait for the copper, well, the tin bronze to smelt up. Yes, your puns are very underappreciated. You know, it will be all too soon before we see Gary and Larry again. Gary, Larry, and friends. Gary, Larry, and Barry. The Drifters. Let's see, what do we have in the way of food? 7 of them. Oh, we do not have a lot in the way in terms of food. You know the creepy fellas that throw stones at me? Gary, Larry, and Barry. The Barry's tends to hang back and just launch bolts of bone at us. And because I'm going to be cheeky, let's get this prepped for another lot of... Well, get this prepped for farming once one of these is done up. Hey, Topher. Now, we need to get ourselves some more copper. To do that, we also need to sort out food. We have some jerky. That's about it. And we need a couple more spears because ours are pretty much all gone. Whoa. 3 sticks, that's not a lot to work with. Really now? That is quite interesting. Might I get your information for that? Cite your sources. I see where you're trying to go with this, and you're not going to get me to do what you want me to do. I am not going to say that 3-letter word beginning with W and ending in H. Especially not so that you can decide to call me possessed by a demon owl. I know that trick. It's ending with O. Generally used to question... Hi, Smokey. I did not... Wait, no, that's not Smokey. That's one of those evil elephants that killed me. I'm not going to say the 3-letter word that is W-H-O.
Hello, motherfucker.
Hi, Floof.
Oh, motherfucker.
Hi, Floof. You are aware you can be heard on stream, right?
Yes, I can. I'm aware.
Good.
I heard my fucking self for a moment.
Ha ha ha. Serves you right. So, you have decided to join me today. I really need more bag space.
Okay, there we go. My
No, no,
audio
no.
was being weird on my end. I was getting feedback for some reason. I figured out why, because I still have my soundboard open.
Yeah, that would do it.
Yeah, it also captures my microphone and passes it through to its own output, which my headset's picking up at the moment.
Yeah.
So I could hear myself again for some reason. But also, because the soundboard's open, you know what I can do?
Motherfucker.
Play sound bites.
I don't know, unfortunately, I unfortunately do not know how loud they are Discord side due to, well, levels in it being quiet or loud.
It was a little bit more on the quiet side, but yeah.
Yeah, it got cut off, also got cut off due to the fucking noise suppression. You know what my favourite one in here to annoy people with is, though?
Discord notification sound.
Yep.
Well, that's not going to
It's
work
one
at
of
the
the
moment because my Discord notification sounds are all spoopy.
Yeah, I have the fucking I have the event packs off because they fucking annoy me. But I have other ones that are just. I used to fuck with people sometimes in games that have voice chat.
Yeah.
Like earlier in Delta Force.
One game I definitely will not stream. Well, maybe I'll stream the Warzone, but if I'm doing operations, no.
Yeah, ops are a bit more of a I'm hesitant on because if the person knows which region you're in, they can try and queue into the same server as you.
Even if I was going to do that, I'd have a 5 to 10 second delay implemented.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. What was that?
Which I can do because, yeah, I know how to set that system up. Oh, more flint. Supposedly more lead under there, but I couldn't find lead last time. And we're here after copper anyway.
I literally just I'm sitting here idle on the fucking Minecraft server because I've been AFK IRL, and at the moment I come back and turn the game audio on, I hear explosions.
I mean, yeah, all good things are solved with explosions, right?
Yeah. In this mod pack, explosions are usually a bad omen.
Okay, we had copper around
Usually
here.
it's the sound of machines exploding and leaving craters. Hence my response of, what's exploding? And I know it can't be the implosion compressor, because that's broken at the moment and doesn't have power.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain Floof isn't watching chat, Drake.
I have it open, but I'm not actively looking at it.
See? I would invite Floof to join me on the save for a little bit, but I don't think they've got the game.
I fucking have a bloody vintage story, remember?
You do? Oh yeah.
Cody fucking bought it for me, remember?
No, I do not.
I think it was Cody that bought it. I just rarely ever played on Porky's server Porky was hosting. Well, supposed by Tetra right now is being well, when I am playing it, is shifted towards Greg Tech New Horizons because of how painful that mod pack is. I don't even know why I decided, hey, let's torture ourselves with Greg Tech.
If you think Greg Tech in Minecraft is bad, imagine it in Vintage Story. Though if you want to get that sort of feel for thing, that would be a Greg Tech. Well, in Minecraft, you'd want Greg Tech and Terra Firma Craft, which I don't think are mutually exclusive, but still could be.
There is mod packs. I think there is a mod pack. I think it's called Terra Firma, Greg. I don't know. I know that there is or was a mod pack at one point that integrated GTA and fucking Terra Firma.
And I bet it was hell.
Never played it, so I can't tell you.
It's duck season.
Faye, have you seen the newest update for Jump Ship?
Yes.
Jump Space. There, you can actually buy shit now.
And if I had a couple of people I knew that weren't busy and were willing to play it at the moment, I think I would have considered playing it today.
It's just a matter of, am I actually free or am I online but busy?
Yeah. Jump Space.
I can send links in chat, can't I?
I'm not sure.
I should be, because I'm a moderator.
Yeah. If you've heard of Void Crew, it's kind of like that, but honestly a bit better.
Yeah. They actually have a Halloween event on till the 10th at the moment.
Though admittedly the Void Crew has better stability for multiplayer connection.
I've noticed it's a lot better when you're just playing with random sometimes.
As I said, better stability.
It also, I think, just depends on the person who's hosting his network, and mine's a bit finicky ever since I switched over from my old router setup to the new one.
And
The
yes,
equipment running it, I don't think is as powerful technically, and instead of being behind two routers, the home router provided by the service provider and my server router for the service shit, It's all handled by VLANs on one router now.
And yes,
It's not the most powerful thing.
I'm fully aware that I'm only getting feathers from those ducks. Feathers have uses.
Honestly, if I
Trading for one.
had the money, I would have got the actual proper rack mount enterprise shit. But since I don't, I'm just getting like one of the small business consumer ones for the moment. I will be getting one of the more business related access point money, which will be after con, because that's in less than a month now.
Yeah. Still not going to be able to go to it. Getting no poultry from the ducks. No poultry at all.
You know what game I do need to play again more since the update came out?
What?
Gunfire.
Yes, I need to play it, but I also don't have the new DLC, so...
I have only played as one of the characters so far. And it was, I forget the name of them. Yeah, whatever it is, the deer one.
Yeah, huh.
I've played as them. Pretty decent if you can manage your health. And your fucking, well, your grenades.
I see what you're trying to do there, Drake, but that's a bad pun.
I will be back momentarily, depending on how the conversation goes.
6 hours later. Hi, Jess. Thank you. Thank you for the 100 bits. Hapwa. I hope you're doing well. Oh, there goes my pickaxe. Back to the base. This is Vintage Story, and from what I have seen, early medieval windmills and such. At least base game. There are some mods for electrical sides of things. Not so much factory stuff. Wow, that thing can climb. Yeah, no, not impossible. It is possible with a few mods and such. Yeah. You can do it in vanilla as well, it's just a little bit more finicky, but yeah. To be fair, I haven't exactly done much towards the Iron Age. Closest I've gotten is getting the iron ore, but that's about it. Hey there, Wayne. Hoppa. Okay, we have some meat, which we're turning into jerky. We have some fat, which throw the poultice out, and the actually that can be turned straight into the oiled hide. Cool. I swear I just heard Gary, Larry, and Barry making noises. Ooh, copper. Let's just stick our head down here for a moment. Nothing special. Cool. Drake, your puns are going to be the death of someone one of these days. That's Smokey. I really don't want to poke Smokey. I do not think I'd win in that fight. I mean, depends on the situation, Wayne. Drake might decide to have one of their, say one of their puns during someone driving a vehicle and cause the vehicle to crash. Who knows? I really was not expecting to almost run into Smokey just before. But I am running into a lot of trees with resin, and I do not know why there's this many here. Now, if I had the inventory space, I'd probably be getting that resin. Well, at least we solved some of our food situation here. Mushrooms. At least I'm not having to screen cap this like I was last night for Digimon. Okay, we got a fair amount of mushrooms. Enough for a couple of pots of stew. But here's even more. I'm slowly learning which mushrooms are poisonous in Vintage Story, which I'm hoping is kind of similar in real world, but probably not. Bit of bolete. There's some deer ear over there. Oh, it's getting dark in game, so we better get the torch out. Wait, no. That's poison bush. I mistook it for a different bush. I feel sorry for Stew. Or Stew. However the hell you pronounce that. Now, I don't like you lot. And you don't like me. I get it. I get it. My morning / day so far has been pretty quiet. But hey, look, it's Gary. Ow! Hey, Barry, how do you like having things thrown at you? I really shouldn't have thrown away that poultice, but... Oh, hey, a lynx. What's a lynx doing this close to my base? Oh well. No, I'm not exactly new to the game. I have played a fair amount of it. It's just... I don't play all that often. We'll do the 4. Alright, yeah, we did have copper in there. My bad. Okay, we'll have our 4 mushrooms. Slow rift activity. And might as well sleep. I'm not about to start starving. Hopla. Game-wise, I'm new as in I haven't done the story, but length of gameplay, um, I've probably got close to 100, 150 hours. Hammer. No, I was going to do that as nailets and strips, but I think a new hammerhead is the way to go. And let's empty out the inventory a little bit by placing some spears around the place. That's an urban myth and you know it, Drake. That would imply I can look under the house, Drake. We have no underhouse access. Cool. We have the tin bronze hammer to replace the copper one. We can move the stew out of there because we are going to need to make up some more tin bronze. Actually, I need 4 lots of that. Because I need some new... I need a new pickaxe. I mean, I suppose I can heat this along with these. Trying to play on my arachnophobia is not a good idea, Drake. Just do 5 in there for the moment. And I have a vague feeling I can only heat these in the crucible. But I could be wrong. Let's see, if I stick that there, can I... No, I can't add them to that, so I'm going to have to do this the longer way. No, that was still good there. Yeah, Drake. Your puns are going to get someone killed one of these days. You're going to get someone killed one of these days. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. What? Yeah, that's probably true. Now, I want those two to workable temperatures. Let's go to hold at that. You're still hot. We did not do enough. There. Well, that messed up in the biggest way possible. But we still should have all of the material we need for this, if not a little bit extra. And now we have a fresh pickaxe. We can turn one of those into a knife, nails and strips, and something else. Mostly because I want to start getting some more work done in here. Well, that can sit there. Cool, we've got a whole bunch of that. We're gonna need some more clay. But now we need to tear this down. I completely forgot those bushes were there. So we have some food nearby. I mean, I suppose when I block the entire view of them off, that's... Drake, you're full of terrible puns this morning. Let's just pause that there for the moment. No, you better leave those ones alone. Oh god, you got me starting on them as well. I suppose that's one way of putting it, Drake. That's one way of putting it. I thought we agreed that you were going to leave those questions alone. Now, I have no idea how high Shivers can climb. So we're probably going to take this up another 1 or 2. Probably 2. And put in some doors. And then probably cut down that oak tree over there. Alright, yeah, I blocked this off with dirt. And then I probably should put in some paths and such. Finish laying out my smithy. But to do that, I probably need to figure out if I'm going to expand it once I get wind power. Hey, the only time tree puns are acceptable is when tree lore is involved. And honestly, I have a lot of fun playing this game, even if I don't know what I'm doing most of the time. But I have learnt enough to know that farming is interesting. And I'm going to need to get some more dirt for this. Well, not so much get, just make up more things. Yes, I shall hydrate. I just need to pour my drink. Luckily, I prepared a whole bunch of dirt earlier. And then we come over here to the easiest spot to get up. Make the rammed earth. And then continue with the building. I don't think we're going to need much higher than this at the moment. I know it ain't pretty, but we'll get to making stuff pretty eventually, hopefully. I'm not good at the design aspects. I usually try to play with others and let the building be done by them. Because I mean, you can see that my current main building is a cube, or cuboid. It does not look like I've got any fish in that trap. Oh no, they are definitely valued teammates, because while I get the resources, and quite often end up farming, they build stuff. I provide them with the tools, and they make stuff look pretty. You have flashbacks about floor tiles? What floor tiles? Okay, I'm probably going to extend this into the wall itself. So I'm probably going to move it over a couple of blocks and then just slam it up, stick it up against this wall. No, Drake, I do not. My memory is horrible. If I knew what floor tiles, I wouldn't be asking what floor tiles. Oh, right. Those ones. Hey, they weren't my creative decision. My creative decision is horrible. We already know that. Need 4 doors. And we need a small platform for that to come out onto. No fish there. Do we have any fish over here? Yeah, a fish. A fish, a fish, a fishy. Oh. I wonder where that fish did go. Alright, I don't have a knife. So I guess we're frying this fish up the old-fashioned way. And yes, I know I put way too much wood there for that, but... A fish, a fish, a fishy. Oh. Oh, we're gonna have some fried catfish. I mean, that's what you get for having letting the dog into the room you're sleeping. Yes, but they're going to step on you at some point. And then you're going to complain. Then you're going to lock them out for a couple of nights. And then they're going to whine and cry at the door. Then you're going to give in and let them back in. And then it's just going to repeat. Then it's your own fault if you get woken up by getting stepped on. Okay, we want the... If I can spot it, the knife blade. Huh, 2 knife blades. Cool. We'll get the Folks because making a tool for slicing up Gary, Larry, and Barry is probably going to be a good idea. And then finally we will make the nails and strips. So we can make chests, which increases our internal storage. Well, our house storage. Our house, more of a shack, but yeah. I really need to sort my storage out, but that's why we are after the chest supplies. Now, I believe I stuck the sticks over here. So, Felks, couple of tin bronze knives. Yeah, that's what we made. Hey, I told you time and time again, I generally don't do the organization. Hey, we needed all of those turtle shells. I don't care if we didn't end up using them, we needed them. Hey, the amusing part of that was watching you get smacked in the face by a log. And that all came from me trying to use the zip line while carrying a log. Yeah, so using a zip line and carrying a log doesn't work, but apparently it does launch a log at your teammates. The fact that it launched you off the platform as well was amusing. So much quicker than using the log sleds. Except for when we had to go uphill. Turns out you can't zipline logs uphill. I am planning a Sons of the Forest playthrough at some point. Is it going to be fun? I don't know. Is it going to be horrifying? Probably. Am I going to try seeing if a zipline and log works together again? Hell yes. Yeah, about that. I remember blowing your entire up with dynamite at one point. And then a Molotov. And then another couple of explosives. I didn't do it on purpose. Okay, that one was on purpose. I was just trying to lighten your day up. Alright, this should definitely be enough wood for what we need, storage-wise at least. Actually, what else can we use these for? Scrap bomb? Ooh, explosive. Reinforced wooden crate trap, a cupboard. 36. Hi, Ty. And cupboard. Ooh, that's nice. Hapwa. Okay, we have cleared out most of these baskets. Enough to where, if I put this down, we're going to move that over there, move that one over there, and make another cupboard. Because I totally like how the cupboards look more than I like how the chests look. But first, we are going to make sure that we don't have anything in other containers that can go in there. Honestly, I should probably take the seeds out. And put those things in there for the moment. No, firewood, that gets dealt with in its own way. Tools can be stored on the wall. Drives inventory a lot quicker. Yep. Got some seeds there that we should check to see if we can put in here, which we can. Take those out so it's just the seeds. Okay, those are wicker baskets, they can't go in there. They can go in there apparently. Reed chests, we'll use them to make traps for chickens and such. Now that we can actually do plant stuff for chickens. Not plant stuff, what did we get? A conch. When ground turns into 2 lime. Okay, cool. No fish, no fish. Hop, 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 hop. And I know this is not the most compelling content, but we are grabbing the quern. Well, grinding stuff up on the quern. I could have probably done this off air, but I want to keep everything done on stream. Because in that way I can't be accused of cheating. Now, let's see. If we do this, hit H. Oh, 6 liters of water makes lime. Okay. And we've got 2 lime, so we can make 2 liters of lime water. Ugh. And how much does it take for these? $10 liters. Oh, that's horrible. I'm just going to quickly get up, stretch. We can't do anything with the pelt besides making a hunter's backpack, which would increase our carry capacity by 1. Alright, we're just going to leave that hide there. I don't know how that happened, but okay. For a moment there, the pelt turned into a hide. Okay, just doing the 1 lot on this at the moment. Then we'll bring back as much as we can. We're just going to improve this as much as we can. Ready for when we transplant the pea nutrient stuff over. The onions at the moment. Right, we've got some horsetail. And then we also grew some over here. So if I'm right, we can turn 5 horsetail into 10 horsetail seeds. Which means we can slowly get at least poultries set up. And I just realized I need a door out over the side. Hey, Generic. I hope you're doing well. And as everyone can see, we've got lots of cattails around here, so we don't have to worry about them. I'm thinking I probably should put a door around here. Or just clip these and grow some on the inside. And that just looks wrong having it directly like that, so we're going to do a bit more. Let's go with these berry bushes right here. We needed the... not in that one, this one. That's granite rock. There's the rammed earth. Yeah. I was sleeping when I started this today, so I know how you feel. Oh, hey, turnips. Alright. What traders do we have nearby? Artesian, clothing and commodity, survival goods, luxuries. I don't see any others over that way. Actually, we'll keep those two on us. Shovel's gonna break soon anyway. There's 3 spears. Grab these 2. And let's go find ourselves some food. Four days. Wait, no, we've got some mushrooms in storage. We just can't cook them all together at the moment. Hey, Ruby. Hapapa. Mushrooms are not the side cupboard. Actually, we do have some that we can put into a pot. My bad. Bois. Gonna cook those mushrooms, and how much clay do I have left? Just the 5. Right, while that cooks, we're gonna quickly go grab some clay. Oh hey, some witch's hat. Yeah, that seems like enough of that at the moment. Probably too much, but hey, I need to make some roof tiles and such, so grabbing a whole bunch of clay. Of course, I'm probably going to make the pottery wheel, which is from a mod, but still make things a little bit easier. Yeah. Okay. Slab, log, rock. Okay, we can do this. I believe I need that. don't need the saw. I just need the chisel again and hammer again. Now, do we have any logs left? No. And we don't have an axe at the moment. And that's problematic. But we'll solve that in a moment. The mushroom stew is not very good at keeping filled or filling, but that. We're going to go chop down another oak tree. And we are going to stick as much of the clay as we can into these chests. Don't need two different storage spots for sticks. Bones can be stacked outside. And then we can just run all the way over here and cut this tree down. And if I remember rightly, thanks to the mod, I can use these oak leaves that dropped from the mod itself to make tannin. Which I probably should do if I am going to be working on getting leather. Yep, I shall hydrate. That holds 50 liters. Now, if I take 5 out of that, four to 10. Okay. One, two, three, four. This is 4 to 10. Unless, no, this does not want to work. Okay. We'll see, does. Nope. Okay, that's broken. That's okay. Hi, Terry. We'll just go over here and go. See if this, if it's 10. No. Yeah, no, that's not going to work for us. We'll just let the leaves decay into mulch and go from there. Well, decay into dry leaves, and then we're going to mulch them. Habois. Right, we've got the log, we've got that. We've got the hammer and we've got the chisel. So do, and do. Pottery wheel. Which is going to make things so much easier. That messed up the lighting. Right there, so we'll stick it over one. Extra knife can go there. We need to put the bucket back out here. And we'll grab this clay. And we'll put the clay storage vessel on there. And now we just hold right click. Unfortunately, I don't think so. I could speed this up by attaching it to wind power, but yeah. You know, I'm not sure this is any faster than what I could do with another mod. But it's more entertaining. At least in my opinion. Because it spins. Like if I had another person here, I'd get us both to start the same thing at the same time and go from there. See who gets it complete faster, but yeah. Habois. Okay, I'm not even playing RimWorld, and I looked for the alert notification. That's going to end up being a problem, because I'm going to hear that and then not look for it eventually. I mean, someone suggested it, so I added it, because I thought it was a good idea. Yes, I am a fool. I do not deny it. I have been called worse things. Worse things that are true, but still. I have been called worse things. Yeah, I don't think this is the way that we want to do the clay stuff until we've got wind power sorted. Which requires fat and resin. We're not going to have a problem with resin because we've got a whole bunch of trees marked. In fact, once we've finished this, I think we're going to go on a resin gathering trip. After we empty our inventory of everything that we don't need. Going on a resin gathering trip, we don't need the pickaxe. We don't need the shovel. But we will take the spears because we might encounter some unsavory creatures. We can take the pot with us because why not? I think we will go to this one first. I haven't bothered trying to capture any animals yet because, well, I don't have the food for them. Nor anywhere to keep them. And while I look at this, nothing new there. Cool. I don't see any indication of bees. I swear I'm hearing something. It's probably flowing water. Unfortunately. Cool, more resin. Okay, Drake. Take it easy. Work well. I don't know how much resin we're going to need for anything. So it's just going to be gather resin until I feel like we don't need any more. And be happy that we found double resin on some trees. Okay. Oh, more resin. Oh, hey. Fry. That will bring our grain back up a little bit. Alright. Adachi the Artesian. Again, nothing that we really want to get from them. And I'm glad that click didn't cause it to stab him. Yes and no. It probably would fit nicely, but it would also defeat some of the purpose of this. Ooh, bald cypress seed. I'm going to take that. Take the extra onion seed. Go there. Now, we're at 39 resin, so that's not too bad. I don't know why there's so many of the hollows in various different trees, but we're trying to avoid using them too much to get resources. Ooh, more copper. Unfortunately, I didn't bring my pickaxe with me, so getting copper is not on the priority list at the moment. So you might be asking why I don't go down here. I'm going to steal this bony soil. The answer is down there lays doom. We'll poke our head down there just a little bit so that you can see what I mean by its doom. Ah, you finally got that ending. Hello. Why are you different? Yes, why are you different? Why is there 4 random pieces of granite cobblestone here? Huh. So yeah, this is a dungeon added by a mod. Ooh, I want that torch holder. And we don't exactly have storage space for stuff, so just going to quickly grab these 2 torch holders and leave. Leaving mostly because I don't have the backpack space and I do not have the armor to deal with that. But that is known. We will challenge that once we've got, I don't know, an iron armor of some sort. Oh hey, a goat. Okay, rift activity is uncommon, so we are likely to encounter some. No. No, 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 no. I did not like that noise. I'm fairly certain that was Smokey's cousin. Well, we have a dozen or so spears. Okay. Cool. More flax. Okay, we've got the boat horn. That was a boat horn. Or are you talking about the spider puppy? Otherwise known as a shiver. Or this clay being. Damn it. He's got temporal gear. Temporal gear is more important than mushrooms. These things are drifters. They're the locals gone mad.
Boop.
Welcome back.
Me and Porky are sorting things out before they start this shit. Before they go for their shit tomorrow. Well, today. They've got their induction meeting or something today.
Aha.
Yeah. So, well, they're going to be doing their job. I'm going to be the one maintaining shit now. So, fun. I actually have to maintain shit now.
Ow. Well, that was a fast trip home. Smokey took offense to me being there. And now we have a lot of resin.
Boop.
Yes,
You
Jess.
done goofed, Nian.
Yes, Jess. I done goofed. I got splattered by a
Yes.
beer.
I saw you die as I was fucking getting ready to join.
No, that probably would have been more effective if I had have had better spears. Let's see, do we have boiled cypress seeds in here anywhere? Or even if I was wearing armor. No, armor would have been a good thing. Yeah, the bear is one of those other locals that does not want me living here. Well, the bears. And we've got... Our turnips are over halfway grown. We should check our fish traps, just in case there's any fish in them. No fish in that one. Any in... There's a fish in that one. No fish in that one. I'm not going to be able to do much with the fish and food wise. So we're just going to cook the fish. And then sleep. Hi, Kilmore. Yes, I poked a bear and the bear won. I didn't have the chance to run into water. And Terry, I apologize. I did not notice that 7-stream streak. Thank you so much. Hapwa, I'm oblivious. And it sucks. I am oblivious to a lot of things.
Yes, you are.
No, Smokey took exception to the fact that I was prowling around with a torch in my hand. And I was going to do something, but I can't remember what I was going to do. Mustn't have been that important. Oh, right. I was going to make up some more ingot molds. Because I am skipping the copper spears and probably jumping straight to tin bronze. Though, I could start looking for iron. I have everything I need to get the iron ore. I don't have enough to get the other bits and pieces for it. I don't have the fire clay for the bloomeries, which is unfortunate. But I do have a way to make some fire clay. Let's see. 1,000 degrees. We'll throw 16 in there and see what we get. Because I believe I've got better fire pits, so it won't reset down to 0. Recheck for fish. Oh, another fish. It's a tiny fish. We're going to release it back into the water for the moment. We'll get another fish later. If I'm going to run around out there looking for fire. Yeah, cool. That should hold over. We are going to need to cut down some various things like this to get the seeds so that we can get more oak trees growing around here, so that we can cut them down and get oak logs. Because as much as I wish these small bushes would grow, they don't grow any higher. Wait. I did convert the things I made, or did... Yeah, I did, because we made that pickaxe over there. I'm being daft. I want the, Oh, hey, they've finally grown. I need to start making a fair amount of tannin, so that I can make a leather backpack eventually, which means I have lots of carry capacity. Okay, we now have enough to make another lot of weak tannin. But we want to be able to make another lot of tannin, weak tannin and normal tannin. Well, weak tannin and strong tannin, I should say. Words. Cool. We've got 9. Cool. Hey, I'm just removing the branches. What's down here? Pain. Pain, pain, and more pain. Alright. Sort this out. No, we can't do that at the moment. Probably going to have to push it up against that wall instead. Hey. Alright, how are we looking? 64 calcinated flint chunks. We used... I put way too much brown coal in there. Then we grind this into powdered calcinated flint, and then we can combine it with clay to make fire clay. Actually, what do we need for a windmill? Windmill rotor. Flax oil? Seed oil? Ooh. We don't have to do fat. Okay, how do we get flax oil? How do we get this? And this might be a problem. I might be crashing. Nope. I crashed but didn't crash. Okay, juiced. So by doing that, we need a fruit press. For that, we actually need a lump of fat. Okay, cool. So that means we do need to do some hunting. That's not going to be fun. Especially seeing as we die a lot of the time we do hunting. I've only got 3 at the moment. I believe 4 should be enough to do that. And those bones are probably in the worst spot possible for letting us get in the door. Yep. Swap that to our offhand. Oh, that would be horrible. But an interesting feature. Oh god. And now I just pictured that mechanic being put in RimWorld through a mod. Oh god. You plant a new crop of food, and then all of a sudden you find out your cook or whatever is allergic to rice or something like that. But how would you manage that? How would you manage that? Because you can't tell them to ignore meals based on what ingredients. Oh. Oh. That would be awkward. Huh, I was wrong. We only really needed 2. That would be an interesting mechanic, but it would be hard to manage. You'd need to be able to sort by what's in the food, and I don't think you can do that. Ah, boy. However, unfortunately, I think I'm actually going to have to call this here. I'm getting a really bad headache, and it's probably going to put me down for a couple of hours shortly. So, I will get up and hydrate as well in a moment, but let's see who we have to raid. See who's live.
That's live?
Yeah, I've raided them recently. Actually, I know who we're going to raid. We're going to raid someone playing The Outer Worlds. Never mind. Looks like I'm continuing for a little bit longer.
What,
Damn it, Jack.
What? Did you get raided?
Yes. I was going to raid Jack. And Jack
And they
raided me.
you.
Hey. That timing, Jack. That timing.
Uh,
Ah, boy. I knew I should have hit the button that prevented raids before I started doing that.
I didn't know.
It's all good.
Keep in mind, I'm planning on doing more today. It's just I was doing a short one to start up today.
Yeah.
If it's funny. Oh no, that caught me off guard. Because I joined, it's like I join and I just hear we're going to go jump to someone the Outer Worlds. I'm just like, fuck.
I will be right back. I have to go grab a drink because I don't have
I'm
anyone
sorry.
near me.
That was funny.
All I gotta say is that timing, Jack, and so I was about to put
That was sorry. I'm on PlayStation, so I don't usually catch on. And I just love it. The fact I joined, the first thing I hear is we're bound to wait a lovely plane playing the Outer Worlds. I'm just like, fuck. It was funny. I really wish we can clip that because that'd be kind of fun. That would be a funny one.
It is able to be clipped, but probably a little bit late now.
Yeah. But yeah, we're just trying to catch up what we've been missing. Because we've been... So how's he been doing? How's Fee?
I'm
How's the Fee?
I've been better. I've been worse.
Hmm. Still, still, still looking into stuff.
My character is
How-
probably going to start starving shortly.
Good. Let's starve the ghetto.
Oh
Yeah.
god, no. That is on my games of not to play on stream.
Uh, yeah.
Because
Oh no,
I am really bad at it.
I still think that was hilarious though. I'm sorry, that was just priceless. Uh, I just can't help but laugh at that.
I know there's some
Right now,
berries around here. Cool.
I'm gonna mute myself for a second because I'm gonna get me breakfast.
Yep. I should have brought a shovel with me. No, well, I'll eat some raw mushroom, find some stone. Or some flint, one of the two. Because now we are starting our search for iron. And we need to go dig into dirt to get some rock. Some rock and stone. So we come over here. That one, density search. 2 more samples needed. Density search here, 1 more. And we'll hit this one here. Minuscule amounts of magnite. Minuscule amounts of iron. So we've got nickel, we've got chromite, and we've got bismuth. Okay, cool. We will come down over this way to say about here. Four, 2, 3, 4. Chromite, nickel, minuscule amounts of bismuth and magnetite. Okay. That's not the way we want to move for that then. Oh, linden log.
Hmm.
So we'll come down to over here, drop down into this pit again, like that. Hit G so we sit down. Get the first sample there. 1, 2, 3, sample. 1, 2, 3, sample. Bismuth and sphalerite have been added. So we don't want to... Oh. Ow. I'm trying to harvest these guys to see if I get flax from them.
Hmm.
So I can get more bag space. How dare you throw rocks at me? Ow. Like this one had flax twine on him. We only need 3 more to... 1 more now to get the linen sack for 1 spot. Okay, so... I want to head over that way. I heard you. You don't get to do that. The boat horn. I heard them.
What's the bold one thing?
Boat horn is basically a living siege engine.
So 8.
No.
Oh.
An organic siege engine. Basically, they have been made to spit out arrows. Made out of bone. So we're just going to do this while we get our first sample here. 1.
Sorry that we're quiet. We just don't know what to talk about.
It's okay.
We're still kind of bamboozled. Just the timing.
Okay, we're at poor magnetite at 3.6%. So we could mine here to get some, but I think if we continue over this way, we will get a better reading. Though medium rift activity is probably not the best time to be doing this, but this is not apocalyptic. Oh. Oh. I don't know when the next temporal storm is. Actually, I don't know when the temporal storm is to begin with. Hey, field mushroom. Nom. We're going to poke our head down here with this exposed stone and go sample 1, sample 2, sample 3. Cassiterite. Which one's cassiterite? Tin. Okay, we're at 3.6 for magnetite again still. So let's try heading north for a bit. See if we get a stronger reading to the north. First, let's eat. Harvest these 2 bushes so we've got a bit more to eat. And we will get our reading right here. I will need to have to make a new pickaxe, not pickaxe, pro pick soon, but that will come in time. Okay, Magnite went down by heading north. It's going to be out in the water. So we're going to go to this island over here and check that there. Which means we are going to need to clear space to put our torch back into our hotbar so that it doesn't go out in the water. I know that it's not underneath the base, so we're going to one of these islands. See what we get. Go to this first one. .8. That might be the strongest reading we get. But we will go over to this other island and just double check. I might have to play Deep Rock on stream again at some point, but there's some stuff that I need to think of on that. Oh, went too far. Yep. Okay. So 3.8 is our best read over there. Up there, dropped. Proved there, disappears over here. Alright, so that is... Ooh, this is going to be an interesting one to find. Hey, fish. A fish, a fish, a fishy. Oh, I wonder where that fish did go. Another fish. Well, seeing as we've got two fish, we are going to slice them up into fish fillet. And yes, I know I probably shouldn't use coal for this, but coal. Those are 50% dry. I do need to make a couple more torches. So that can light up some things. Alright, Wayne. Have a good rest. Take it easy. Two torches there, two torch holders. Our fish is cooked. Let's go torch holder there, and another one right Yeah, that will work right there. Lights things up a little bit more. Not the best, not the worst, but we will get there. Alright, let's eat the fish. Doesn't fill us up fully. We can grab ladders, switch inventory stuff around. And then we're going over to the island we found the best reading on. Actually, I'm going to try to get some more sticks. Because we're only going to be able to go down so far with the amount of ladders we've got. I know there's more efficient ways to make ladders, but that's the way we're going with. Especially when I can do that. Chop a log into firewood and then turn that into sticks. Okay. Ow. We are going over here. Grabbing 2 more logs to turn into firewood. Which will turn into sticks. So we can go down the potentially 100 and something layers to hopefully find some iron. But either way, we are still going to have to oh, that's all the things we're going to get out of that. Three. Switching this to node search. No, down there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there is a cave nearby from the sounds of it. Okay, we have found trace amounts of cassiterite, which is tin. So just the fact that we found something here, we're going to start a branch like this. Two. Oh. Well, there's our tin. And that's a locust nest. Let's see if we can get some more of these. I really don't want to go through there. I think that should be enough to stop them, but either way, we are putting in another couple just here. And I almost forgot my knife. Okay, I was not expecting to poke my head into a locust nest. That was not on my bingo list today. I mean, it could have been worse. I could have encountered a whole heap of Bowthorn all firing at once. It would have been like jumping in front of a firing squad. At least with the locusts, at this stage, they are mostly a one-hit kill. And I swear I hear another cave nearby. Nope. Cinnabar. A large amount of cinnabar. That's not what I was expecting. But I think I will continue to go further down. I just needed to create a new axe so we can get some more ladders. Especially seeing as we now need to do a quick mark if we found something here. This is probably going to read some more cinnabar. Yep. And I swear I hear lava. Okay, we've gone to the mantle and we did not find iron. So, I knew that was a long shot. Unfortunately, we did not find the iron we were looking for. But we did find cinnabar and a couple other things. Cool, we did waypoint that tin that we found the way we found it. And Yeah, you know what? For the moment, we are just going to do this. To stop Gary here from actually doing anything. Stop Gary and friends ambushing us if we come back down this way. Which, in all likelihood, we will, but yeah. So realistically, I need to get a whole bunch more ladders and dig in another spot. The pickaxe is almost dead, but we should be in a new cell here. So GF density search. $44. Okay, it's out in the water. It's out that way. And we really do not have the ability to deep swim at the moment because we don't have a lantern or even an oil lamp. I am going to get back to base. Well, check the fish traps, get back to base, and then figure out who we're actually going to raid off onto now. In fact, while I think about it, that button's been pressed. Now we won't get raided again. I know, it's entertaining and it gets me to continue, but this headache is really starting to come on strong. So we're going to stop in here. I'm going to hit that. We're going to refresh our raid live channel. And you know what? Yeah, no, I know who we're going to raid. They're playing Mega Bonk, new-ish game. Here's our, oh, I say newish game. A rather popular game that came out fairly recently, I think. But here's our raid message. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a good one. I shall be live again, most likely tomorrow.